You know that feeling, right? You walk into a room for a new team meeting, a workshop, and it's just filled with strangers. The potential is there, but so is that awkward silence. How do you possibly break through that barrier? Well, today we're going to explore a super simple but incredibly powerful game designed to do exactly that. Human bingo.
Yeah, that's the moment I'm talking about, that hesitation. Everyone's kind of looking around, waiting for someone else to make the first move. It's the classic icebreaker challenge, right? That awkward pause that happens right before any real connection can even begin. But what if you could just skip all of that? What if you could replace the awkwardness with actual energy, with laughter, and with instant conversations? It turns out there's a simple game that does exactly that. And that solution is called Human Bingo. What it does is transform mingling from this vague, kind of stressful social task into a fun, focused mission. So let's dig into what it is and why it's just so effective. So the concept is really simple. Everyone gets a bingo card, but instead of numbers, the squares are filled with descriptions, things like has traveled to Asia or speaks more than 2 languages. Your goal is to go find people who match these prompts and get their signature on your card. It's basically a scavenger hunt for human experiences. The real power of this game is in all its benefits. I mean, it doesn't just break the ice, it actually builds genuine rapport between people. It gets everyone up and moving, which instantly energizes a room. You start to uncover all these hidden talents and shared interests that would have otherwise stayed buried. And the best part? It's completely adaptable. You can use it for a corporate workshop, a classroom, you name it. So you're probably thinking, okay, this sounds great, but how do I actually run a game of human bingo smoothly? Well, it's a lot easier than you might think. Let's just walk through the steps together. It's really just a classic 3-step process. First, you hand out the bingo cards and pens. Second, you just let everyone loose to mingle, find their matches, and collect those signatures. And third, the moment someone completes a line, horizontally, vertically, diagonally, doesn't matter, they shout bingo, and boom, you've got a winner. It really is that straightforward. Now, for the best energy, you're going to want to aim for at least 10 players. The number of squares on the card matters too. If you're looking for a quick, high-energy burst that lasts maybe 5 to 8 minutes, use a smaller grid, like 16 or 20 squares. For a longer, more in-depth game, say 10 or 12 minutes, a full 25-square card is absolutely perfect. Okay, so once you've got the basics down, you can start to level up your game. A few pro tips and some creative variations can really make all the difference and take this from good to great. You know, this game is incredibly flexible. For remote teams, you can just use a shared digital whiteboard. For new employee onboarding, you can tailor the prompts to match your company's values. And for accessibility, you can create a low-movement version where people just rotate in small groups. The key is really adapting the game to your specific audience. And here are a few tips for the facilitator that can really elevate the whole experience. First, and this is crucial, keep the prompts inclusive and work appropriate. Set a time limit. 5 to 8 minutes is great to keep the energy high. Playing some quiet background music really helps fill any lulls. You could even announce some mini challenges to spice things up. And most importantly, always debrief afterward. Asking something like, what's the most surprising thing you learned? That's where the connections are really solidified. So, we know human bingo is fun and we know it's effective. But why? What's the secret sauce here? Let's get into the simple, powerful psychology that makes this game an absolute home run for building connections. This insight right here just nails it. The game lowers social friction. That's the key phrase. It doesn't just hope for conversation. It actually engineers it by giving everyone a clear, low-stakes reason to go talk to each other. Let's break that down. First, it gives everyone a clear purpose. Your mission is right there on the card. Second, the prompts are built-in conversation starters, so you never have to think, what do I say? Third, the game creates this amazing momentum, pushing people to interact quickly and with a lot of different people. And maybe most importantly, it naturally breaks up those social cliques that always form. This is why it's so much more than a fun 5 minutes. It's about laying the groundwork for trust and safety long after the game is over. So, the next time you need to bring a group together, remember Human Bingo. It's more than just a game. It's a really powerful tool for connection. The only question left is, what incredible skills and hidden connections are just waiting to be discovered in your team?